Today is one of those steady, ordinary days that probably doesn't look all that exciting from the outside, but these are honestly some of my favorite kinds of days. The ones where we stay home, take care of what needs to be done, and get a little ahead for the week to come. The mornings almost always start the same way after coffee. Before we can think about anything else, it's time to just head outside and check on all the animals, making sure they have food and water for the day before heading back inside to tackle household tasks. It's always a surprise when I go in the chicken house and find eggs. Our chickens are free range, so they usually lay everywhere but the chicken house. My son actually brought me eggs yesterday that he found inside of the feed bucket. This is a whole thing. My green beans have completely taken over, but this is my favorite type of bean. They're the half runners, and they're just so good. It looks like we have some beetles and stuff, so we're gonna need to probably dust the plants. I don't know about y'all's area, but where I live in Virginia, our tomatoes this year just have not done anything. These are not turning. I've had these couple turn, but apart from that, these are the first ones that I've had all summer. So I don't know what is going on. I've trimmed them back and everything, and I just don't know what's going on. I have been really crazy busy with work this week, so I haven't got to get out to the garden, but look at that. I know I need to probably get in here and cut some of these herbs back. These things have just kind of taken over, so we may do damage control once everything dries up just a little bit, because we've had rain almost every single day this week. So all right, we're gonna pick some herbs and head back inside. On a side note, my neighbor sent me this link the other day on Instagram, and it was to make vinegar out of purple basil, which I have. So if any of you guys have done that, let me know. I think I'm gonna try it. Today's focus is meal prep, and if you've been around here for a while, you already know how much I appreciate taking a little extra time now and then just to make the rest of the week easier. Life gets so busy, and having food already prepared helps us avoid grabbing snacks that is just not nourishing, or, spending unnecessary money on takeout. The first thing on today's list was granola, and my family just loves this. They eat it with the Greek vanilla honey yogurt, or they just eat it as cereal. I love making granola from scratch because it's just so simple. We ended up making some haystacks, but we gifted those to my sister because we are trying to be better as a family. We're working on our health, so you guys will have to stick around to see how that journey goes. Meal prep doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes it's just about making a few basic ingredients ahead of time that you can mix and match throughout your week. I think people often imagine meal prep has to involve dozens of containers and perfectly portioned meals, but that's just never really been my style. I prefer preparing ingredients that just give us flexibility depending on what we're in the mood for each day. I move on to preparing chicken and sweet potatoes. This is one of our favorite combinations because it's just so simple, filling, and incredibly versatile. Having cooked chicken ready in the refrigerator makes lunches so quick, and also dinners. And roasted sweet potatoes are one of those foods that seem to go with just about everything. Chicken is one of those things also that I like to keep in the fridge because throughout the week you can separate these into different packets and season them with all kinds of different seasonings. So, one night you could have grilled chicken salad, or you could put like teriyaki marinade on them and do teriyaki and some jasmine rice. It's just so versatile, and that way you don't just get bored, because I feel like with food prep, a lot of the times we just get bored of eating the same thing over and over. So, with marinating these in different seasonings, I believe that it will help us to stay on track better. So, if you guys didn't know, my kids are homeschooled, so my son came in to show me something that he had made that he was really excited about. So, I want to show you guys, my son made this fish, or it's a minnow trap. That is the coolest thing I have ever seen and so smart. I'm so proud of him. As the afternoon went on, I did get some laundry done and was able to come up with something for dinner. We are keeping it very simple tonight with spaghetti, which is always one of those dependable meals that everyone seems to enjoy. You know, sometimes the simplest dinners really are the best. You don't always need an elaborate recipe to gather everybody just around the dinner table. As I get everything thrown together, the kitchen starts filling with another familiar smell that just instantly feels comforting. After spending most of the day preparing food, making dinner feels like the final chapter of the day's work. One thing that I've really come to appreciate is that homemaking isn't about perfection. There are always dishes that need washing, laundry is going to be waiting to be folded, or another project that could be started. The work is never completely finished, and I've learned that it's okay. The goal isn't perfection, it's just creating a home that feels cared for, welcoming, and just peaceful. I want a home that my kids want to come home to and that my husband is just happy being in. One thing I've learned as a homemaker is to clean as you go and you'll thank yourself later. Well, guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for spending the day with me in the kitchen. And before you go, if you would give me a thumbs up and subscribe, I would appreciate it. I make videos every week on motherhood, homesteading, and everything in between.